What has the impact of this algal bloom been to date broadly with respect to marine life and industry?
Yeah, it's been devastating. The sites and the views that we've seen south of where we are at Port Wakefield. So, yeah, something we haven't encountered before, and I don't think it's finished yet either.
And so if it's south of you, does it mean it's coming your way?
Yeah, we've had sort of small snippets of what it looks like, but also my work colleagues that are 20k south of me that haven't caught a fish for probably 12 weeks, so haven't made a dollar. So yeah, we've seen some sort of trouble our way now, but we're still sort of surviving off what's there at the minute.
So you mentioned fish there. We know that mussel farms are being shut down. What about other fishing resources that are being impacted by this? What do you specifically fish for?
So we're calamari, King George whiting, garfish. So probably 8 weeks ago we were catching 150 kilos of calamari a day. I think in the last 8 weeks we've caught 6 squid. So yeah, so it's just fallen completely off the perch. Other fish are still prevalent in our area. But yeah, for how long? If we get a few warmer temperatures, we're just a bit concerned. It's just going to keep rolling north our way, and yeah, it won't be far away.
What sort of toll is this taking on you and your industry colleagues, both professionally, financially, and emotionally?
Well, I guess you only start to feel the financial burden when it does take full hold. Like I said about my colleagues further south. For people like me that are still making a living at the moment, but it's the dark cloud that sort of hangs over your head about what comes next is the concern. And yeah, I've got mates that are I've got young families, and they're right in the ground zero area at the moment and haven't made a dollar. So they feel it more than me at the minute, but it is coming my way very soon.
I know that the government has announced some sort of fee relief and funds to the area. What have you received and what do you need?
I haven't received anything yet, and I don't deserve to yet either, because like I said, I've still been making a living. But yeah, the 500,000 for fee relief that has been presented today is welcome, but it needs to be ongoing, and like that isn't going to keep the wolves from the door for a lot of the guys that are sort of in my position that probably got into it and had paid money to get into the fishing industry since it's gone to quota. So yeah, there needs to be more to make sure there's an industry afterwards, and you keep the young enough people around if there is something to be had later. But yeah, anything that continues to come to support not just the fishermen. Like coastal towns along the York Peninsula are in dire straits, so we all need support.
I mean, you talk about wolves being at the door and whether or not the industry can survive this. Do you see that many operators will be brought to their knees and will not be able to survive this?
Oh, it just depends on how far it goes. Like if this continues on to, I don't know how long I could survive for, and I'd be in a half reasonable position, but it wouldn't be long. So there's a lot of people around my age that are in my position that wouldn't survive if this went for a couple of years or 18 months. You wouldn't get there. So there's going to need to be support to make sure there still is an industry.